Okay, so here we arrive in the exercise for composite shapes. These are more difficult shapes than we saw before. Here we can see that we have a very characteristic shape. Why do we call composite shapes? Because it's an entire shape made out of smaller shapes. For example, if we divide all these here, we can see that we have a rectangle at the top. If we divide this one here, we can see we have two triangles, one over here and one over here. If we keep dividing this, in here we have a rectangle, in here again we have another rectangle, in here again we have a rectangle at the bottom. We divide it again here, and here we have two triangles and another rectangle. So that's the concept of composite shapes, are shapes that are made out of the union of many smaller shapes, right? Like basic shapes, like rectangles, squares, triangles, things that we can calculate easy. Okay, so the goal in here is to find the perimeter of this shape. So let's go ahead and work on it. Okay, so the first thing that we need to see is where are we going to start. Let's start at this point. All right, if we go up, we have to add 1 millimeter. As you can see here, this side is 1 millimeter. Plus, let's go all the way. We go on the edge of the shape. It's like if we were drawing, right? This side will be 3 millimeters plus this side. How do we know the length of that side? We go all the way down, and we can see that from here to here it is 1.5 millimeters. That will be like a projection, right? So if we go all the way down, right, because we need to know the dimension of this small part, so we can see that is 1.5 millimeters, and then we go up here, and this will be 2 millimeters plus we close it here, and this one is the same as this one, so it is 1.5 plus we go all the way to here, and we are given this dimension, it is 2.5 plus we go up here, will be 1 plus all the way here. How do we calculate that? Well, we just go and look down, and we know that from this point to this point it will be the sum of all these numbers, right? Because projected, again, projected down, and you get the dimensions of all of the entire length. It will be 2.5, which will be this one, plus 1.5, which will be this one, plus 2, this one, plus 1.5, plus, let's keep going below, 2.5. Okay, so the next step will be go down. It will be 1 again, then all the way here. How do we know this length? Because we already know this length, and as you can see, the shape is symmetrical, so it means whatever happens here happens here. Okay, so this part will be the same length as this one, so 2.5, and then back here, which is 1.5, then down here, which is 2, then back again 1.5, then all the way back, which is 3, because we're given 3 here, plus down, which is 1, plus all the way closing the shape, which will be the sum of all the numbers at the bottom again, which, let's say, 2.5 plus 1.5 plus 2, let's continue below, 1.5 plus 2.5. And that will be the perimeter of this shape. So let's put everything in the calculator, or let's add it up manually, and we end up with 45 And what's the unit? Millimeters. So the perimeter of this entire composite shape is 45 millimeters. That will be the sum of each side of the entire shape.